Vanessa is taken aback by Dwayne Wayne. Kara is attracted to Ron. Not as much as Ron is attracted to them. Dwayne is still upset that he botched the interview with Mr. Dalton despite Miss Huxtable saying she's going to help out. Ron notices them and says, skirt alert. And Dwayne is like, child alert.
Will be.
It's like, I see a problem. I don't know about you.
Missing child.
Missing children. Like, you don't know, man. Freshman Ron talking this freshman thing and stuff like that. Man, Ron easily.
Bro, what grade were they in at the time? Like, probably maybe sophomores.
They're saying they're sophomores, but if we go by it.
No, I mean, I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Did they say what? You talking about Vanessa?
I'm talking about Vanessa and Kara. Yeah.
Oh, I think they are sophomores because Wretched ain't till junior year, right? Big Fun, like
yeah, I think that was junior year.
Yeah, she
Big Fun.
They're young. They're young in high school. When Dwayne notices, they approach. Dwayne introduces himself. Upon hearing his name, Vanessa knows automatically who he is. She calls herself, "Hi, I'm Vanessa Huguenot."
Yeah.
And this is my friend Kara.
There you go, Kara again. Kara over there looking like, there you go over there, lying again. Like who are you?
She is French, and she says, "Oui."
Oui.
And she continues to say, "Oui." And Ron, being the dumbass that he is, he's just excited. You know what I mean?
That is so correct. He used the perfect words for Ron.
Man,
dumbass.
He just dumb, man. You feel like you need Lucy Van Pelt to just say, "Man, you're dumb."
Hey, everybody, it is time for our Do the Right Thing commercial break where we see the police passing the three men on the corner. What a waste.
Wow.
That is Ron Johnson.
Man, Ron offers to get them drinks, and they step away, and Kara's like, "What was that about?" And she says, "That's Dwayne Wayne. If he knew I was Denise's sister, he'd see us as children. We are children."
Yeah.
She's kind of like, we kind of are. And we move on to the next.
We see who has the head on their shoulders.
Yes. Claire's cleaning up, and Puppy enters, and he speaks well of all the kids he's seen today. They're all sharp, this, that, and the other. And she says, "Did you meet with a Dwayne Wayne today?" And he says, "Oh God, not Mr. Coffee or whatever." So he's already said. He says he is a close friend, and I really like you to take a look at him. And he just says, I'm finally going to...
This is my moment to try to get in the disease.
Them draw. I said, "This is horrible. You are fine." He said, "You are finally going to go to dinner with me." I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" He says, "You mean you want me to look at this Dwayne Wayne? You going to have to sit over dinner and talk to me about this."
And she's like, "All right, man.
All right.
I'll come out with your little game. You still ain't getting none." Like, she might as well have said that.
For real, she might say, "You know you're not getting nothing. I just need to talk to you about this boy." And it's like, okay, whatever. And he says, 7:30. "Oh, wait, let's make it 7. We're going to have drinks. Lots and lots of drinks." She's like, "Man, you
are a fool. You do not know me.
You really don't. You didn't know me then, and you don't know me now." Mm-hmm. We go to Kim and Whitley's room, and Jaleesa is reading, but she opens a window because it's stuffy. And then Whitley walks in and sees his clothes and immediately closes it. And then they argue. It's like, "Look, man, this is not working," or whatever. And it's like, "You know what? We need to split this up. We need to get one of the girls to come back over here." And then Whitley mentions in her arguing that you're the one that went to dinner with. It's like, Jaleesa's like, "I didn't go to dinner with them. What are you talking about? We've been
busted."
they go over to Jaleesa and Freddie's room to find a mess.
Clothes are gone.
They find the girls gone.
Bruh, how you
for
real? How you just go through somebody's stuff like that, bruh?
Bruh.
Like, that's not even, like, as a high schooler, you know better. Like,
I
mean, maybe you assume that they wouldn't come in the room and you could just clean it up.
But you don't make a mess.
You gotta do better than that. Come on.
Yeah. But they go in there and Jaleesa picks up. She said, "This is my best dress." And Whitney's like, That's your best dress?
Meh. That was a very meh moment.
Willie's just cold, man. Just cold blooded. We go to the Mandalay Inn. Puppy and Claire are awaiting their table. And Puppy says, "Tell me about Dwayne Wayne." Well, Dwayne he got the job.
Got the job.
Wait, I haven't said anything. It's like, I read that, boys. Once I clean the coffee off his resume, the kid is good. He's going places. Like, I can't pass up this dude. Like, he's something that we need at Kanishiwa. So he is not, by no means, doing this just to make Claire happy. He's like, literally, is going to gain something out of it.
He knows. Like, he's like,
he knows this. He speaks well of Dwayne.
That right there. Dwayne is the perfect example of somebody who can afford to mess up like that if he is on his game like he was.
That's true.
He can afford to spill coffee. Ron can't.
At all. And then Philip starts asking questions. So what do you think about it? Asking about how she looked at him and stuff like that. And then he looks at her and he says, "I was always too eager, wasn't I? That's why you called me Puppy." Actually, Cliff made that name. That was a good joke right there. You're like, actually. And I could see him. I could see Heathcliff. This Puppy been looking for you, ain't he?
It's like people call me certain nicknames. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is.
What?
I remember in high school, at one point, people was calling me Corky. I remember my boy Vane said,
"Stop."
He used to say, "What's up?" He used to say, "What's up, little Corky?"
Stop.
It didn't stick. I would say that name did not stick. But I remember my boy Vance used to say, "What's up, little Corky?"
I'm glad it did, because I'd beat somebody's ass probably.
Man, it's all good, man. It's all good.
But Corky.
There was a reason behind it, though.
No, I would hope.
I don't know.
I would hope so.
Yeah, that's all good.
Oh my God. Like I said, she said, actually, Cliff called you. Cliff made up that name. But you can see that. I can see him saying, "Puppy keep coming around here. You better tell him who's right. You better tell him. You better tell him who's in first spot, in first position. You better tell Puppy." And she says, "Puppy, I've been attracted to you for the last 25 years, but I've been in love with Heathcliff Huxtable." That is the most Claire Huxtable answer ever.
Yes.
That was the most Claire. That was so Claire. That should have. Look at me.
Claire was definitely the MVP of this episode with Dwayne Wayne as a close second.
Yes. And she should have got nominated at least for a guest spot on a guest starring Emmy. Man, it's a shame that woman was never nominated for an Emmy right there. Dwayne, the maitre d' comes over and they go to their table. Dwayne, Ron, Vanessa, and Kara enter, wearing what I guess is Jaleesa's clothes.
Yeah.
Dwayne is crying. "I ain't got no money, man. You know what's in my wallet? $12 and an organ donor card. Can't afford this place." Ron said the French girl's expecting an expensive spot or whatever. The music is playing. It sounds like a knockoff, and I couldn't figure it out. A knockoff of something real popular at that moment in time. I kept listening to it, but the music is playing, and Vanessa's like, "Ooh, let's dance." So both couples start dancing, and one Claire returns and passes through.
For some reason, this is why I feel like Dwayne Wayne is a close second on the MVP.
Oh my God, this is yes for this.
Hey,
he said,
he's like, hey. Here's my date, Vanessa Huguenot. He was like, hey, it's my. He turned around, Claire like, hey, this is my date right here, Vanessa Huguenot. He said it like, hey, what's up?
That's the thing that made it so that Claire knew it wasn't, instantly knew that it wasn't them. He's like, hey, Miss Huxtable, I want you to meet my date, Vanessa Huguenot. And Vanessa backs up and says, Mom, and Dwayne said, Mom. Like he knows in that moment. It's like, this is a child. Why am I? Oh my God!
And he was like, I told Ron earlier that this was jailbait. I told him. Vanessa states that, and Vanessa in a Vanessa way. I've noticed that Vanessa and Theo always when they get in trouble, that's when they say, "I want you to know, I've learned." They think that that's going to help. They always want to let you. They always try to find something to say. I think you're going to understand that I know better. I know better now. Because she says, Mom, I want you to know I'm going to Hillman. That does not mean jack right now. And I will say this in these last few moments, this is when Claire closed out the MVP voting.
I got to say this. She says this. I want you to know that I'm going to Hillman, and it's all because of Dwayne. Oh, no, it's not. Dwayne's like, oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Dwayne is like, and Kara says something in English. What kind of French is that? It's pure stupidity, bro.
I just know that Claire closed out that MVP voting when she said, I don't know whose clothes you're wearing, but your behind is mine. And then she did a little extra mic drop by calling both girls sea urchins.
She did, cause Puppy came back and said, I thought we should get another team, but said, Mom, dinner. They said, I'm sorry, I can't have dinner with you. I have to put these sea urchins. She did call them
sea urchins, bro. Wow.
But you can have dinner with your new intern.
Oh my goodness. And that was the pass off. Then she passed off like, see, you still couldn't get with me.
You still couldn't get with me.
In the end, you still couldn't get with me.
He said, what are you, but Vanessa asked him one time, he said, well, what are you doing? I'm having dinner. DINNER, dinner